Hey, today let's see how to use in Zapier the API, the custom API request option. And we'll do it with the Google Forms example, which I think is a good one because if you're not using it for the trigger, where you would just be collecting new form responses, you would always have to use this action. Is the only one available. There's a few apps in this case. There's a lot more apps for which it is available additionally to classic action steps. So let's see how this works. And basically, this action type lets you call the API endpoint of your choice for the app that you want to use. So after you select it and connect your account, Zapier is going to take the authentication credentials in charge. So you just have to build the HTTP request itself. So I recommend, if this is the first time you're testing it, to use a GET request because it's going to be much simpler. You would not have to build a request body in the vast majority of cases. You will only have to choose the method, which in our case will be GET, and build correctly the request URL. So this is it. Where do you find exactly this URL, the indications as to how to manage this? It depends on your app. You would have to search for the API documentation of the app. For Google Docs, here we can simply Google it. And this is the documentations that we need. Here I would go in form responses. I could make it return the detail of one specific response, but we would need the response ID, and this comes from getting the list of all responses to a form. So that's where I got the request URL in this case, and this is going to be quite helpful because this call will return here the list of all responses to a form. So you might be able to run data analysis or whatever step of your choice after that. So in order to do this, I copied here the URL. I only have to insert here the form ID and it should be already working. So I will go here in Google Docs, and in the URL bar, when I'm editing my form, I would easily get the ID of the form. So I can paste it back here. Okay, and that's basically how we build a custom HTTP request in a simple version. Then I would have to hit continue. And here it is, response status 200, it's successful. And I can see here, yeah, exactly. I can see here the detail of the answers that my form could collect. So I can use it in a later step. In my later step, I would be able to select here from this custom API request all of the details of the answers of my previous form. For instance, here I would be able to get a list at once of all the names of people who responded. There's another question which is about the email of the person. So here I can get the the emails of everyone that answered. So pretty useful. And yeah, this is the logic behind this custom API request option in Zapier, how you build it, where you will be able to find instructions as to how to construct the HTTP request. And more specifically, this is how to return all of the existing responses to a form in Google Docs. Thank you.